What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to Jrichfits Lifestyle and Health Coaching Corner. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is episode 6. If you're new, what I like to do is I like to get a hold of topics that are either fitness or life related and kind of speak on them in a more realistic way. I don't like to speak outside of my normal tone. So with these videos, I'm very myself, very hardcore when it comes to my opinions. And today's opinion and today's topic is dieting, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So before I dive into all the questions and everything like that, dieting, I feel like the reason why I said the good, bad, and the ugly is because there are good parts behind it, there are very bad parts behind it, and then there are very ugly parts behind it. And the ugly parts are always the fads, the ketos and the Atkins and the caveman and all that type of stuff. But let's dive into the good first. So I think that there are goods when it comes to dieting, but I think it's just a mindset and what you decide to put into it. So let's go into it right now. Definition. So the definition of a diet is restricts oneself to a small amount of special kinds of food in order to lose weight. So that's the definition. I think people have drifted so far away from the definition that they don't even realize that's really what it is. It's more, if you listen to that whole definition, it's more conscious about how much you're eating and what you're eating. That's simple, that's basic. How much and what you're eating is going to help. The how much is the outside reduction of calories and fat and all that type of stuff, and your body will run off of the necessary calories it needs, so you lose weight. And then what you're eating, that's the longevity, the health, how your blood is flowing, how your heart's pumping, how you feel when you're doing active stuff. So when you think of the definition of diet or dieting, it's just amount of food you're eating and what you're eating. If you could take it to that basic definition and you just live that way, you'll be absolutely fine. People run around for all these different hype trains or all these different ways to lose weight, and they see somebody doing this or they see somebody doing that. But when you go look the definition up, it's very simple, it's very basic. If you could live that way, you'll be absolutely fine. Don't look for all these miracle cures. Let's go into the good. So the good, in my opinion, these are good ways to jumpstart a diet. First one, portion control. We just talked about it just 5 seconds ago. So portion control literally just works like this. Whatever you're normally used to eating right now, cut that into 3/4 or half and just eat that. So you can eyeball it, or you can normally cook what you cook, and then literally take half that, put it over here, take that, half that, put it over there. When you do that, you're putting less calories in your system, so your body is working on a little bit less. You're burning more calories, you're putting less in your body. When you decide to do that, you start losing weight. In the beginning, people are so scared to do this because their energy is low, or they get tired faster in the sense of like going to sleep, or there's all that type of stuff. That's good. That's what the fuck is supposed to be happening. If you're used to eating this many calories and now you're eating this many calories, yes, your energy is going to be low. That is absolutely fine. You will not die, I swear. You'll be absolutely okay. Embrace it, because now you're all you're doing is getting out of a comfort zone to where your body needs to understand, well, fuck, I'm working on half of what I used to work. I need to adapt. I need to adjust. And your brain could adapt and adjust extremely fast, but your body doesn't. Your body works like a train, and it needs to understand through time what's going on. Your brain gets it right away. Your body is a through time type of thing. So if you're eating less calories, I promise you'll get tired faster. You'll feel slower. You won't have the same energy you have. But fuck, that's a good thing, because if you're not looking the way you want to look, you have to make that fucking adjustment. So put less calories in your system and kind of go through those growing pains, and then you'll be fine a week from now, 2 weeks from then. So stay on that type of tip. Portion control. And then the cool part is, if you're somebody that also needs to save some money, portion control will help you turn that one meal into 2 meals. You cut that in half, not only like figuratively, but also realistically cutting it in half, you're saving money. So not only are you eating less and you're losing weight, but you're also saving money because now that one meal turned into two meals, and you just carry that on as well. So it's gonna help when you decide to actually portion control and do it the right way. Lifestyle change, that is a huge one. I feel like when people diet, they tend to diet for 5 days and they crash diet, or they end up doing it for 2 weeks or a month, and then they go back to their normal lifestyle and they gain all the way back, or they balloon up, or now you gain all this weight and your body's metabolic system's all fucked up, so you can't even lose the weight all over again. So if you do decide to diet, it has to be a lifestyle change. When you say lifestyle change, those are longer, slower things. So you take your meal, say you eat chips, a sandwich, and a Coke. Lifestyle change works like this. Now I'm going to take those chips, I'm going to turn those into carrots. So it's a carrot, sandwich, Coke. I'm going to do that for a couple weeks, or do that for a week or so until my body gets used to it. Then I go adjust the soda. Now it's water. Carrots, sandwich, water. Do that for a little bit and you keep going, and it's a long play. And you start noticing you feel better. You lost weight now because you don't have that extra sugar, you don't have the carbs, you don't have all the bullshit. That's how you do a lifestyle change. It's a slow thing where I'm slowly substituting the shitty stuff for the good stuff, and my body's getting used to what I'm doing, and my brain understands what I'm doing, and then the lifestyle changes kicks in, and then when you decide to go back to eating the bullshit, it doesn't taste the same. It's not as good because you've broken off of that chain, and now you're on a healthier chain, and you like how this feels way more than how this feels, because most of the time we're eating bullshit, it's momentary, where it feels great eating it, and then an hour later your stomach hurts or you feel like crap because all this stuff's processed, and it's not good for your body to break all that processed stuff down. But let me challenge you. Eat a bowl of carrots, see how you feel. Eat a bowl of bacon or eat a bowl of chips, and then let me know how you feel. You'll feel like shit. I've never seen somebody get really sick off of eating something really healthy compared to getting really sick off of eating bullshit. So put it to the test, see how you feel, and then slowly make those adjustments. Lifestyle changes are the best diets you can possibly do because they're long lasting. Your body's gonna really thank you for it, and it's gonna pay off. So make those lifestyle changes, and that's where you'll be in a great space. And then the last one is the most simple one, but us as Americans, we just don't fucking get it. Only eat when you're hungry. There's no need to have to feel like you have to eat on a schedule. Unless you're a high-end athlete, or unless you're getting ready for the Olympics, or unless you're getting ready for a movie role and they need you to gain weight or lose weight, you shouldn't have to eat on a schedule. If you're not hungry, don't eat. And when I say hungry, I mean your stomach is growling, not, oh, I haven't eaten, or oh, I want a snack. No, that's not what the fuck it means. It means you're only eating when you feel slow, or you feel the hunger pain, or you feel something like that, and your body's telling you, maybe we should get something in the system for some energy. Way too many of us are eating way too much, and it is fucking insane. So don't go into anything thinking that, oh, I have to eat. It's 12. It's lunchtime. I gotta eat. No, fucking put that shit down. Your body don't need it. I'll tell you right now. About 85% of you right now don't need that shit. You do enough on the weekend. You do enough any other time. You don't need the extra calories. So calm the fuck down, and you'll be absolutely fine. You ain't gonna die. You're eating enough as it is. If anything, it'll help you out. The less calories in your system also shrinks cancer cells, also shrinks a lot of the bloating and the illness that you guys end up having. So reduce the calories, skip a fucking meal. Fuck. And so those are the good parts. That's, to me, in my thought process, portion control, lifestyle change, and only eating when your body is giving you the signals to eat. That's the easiest, simplest, best way to implement a diet. Now let's go into the bad. And there's way more, and especially because you guys gotta realize they're all marketing plays. So all these diets and all these fads and all these commercials, it's it's money. There's money being made out there. It's just like any other industry. There's some of us out there like myself that want to educate and want to get people gamed all the way up so they can make a real change and be healthy. Then there are people in the fitness industry that want your money and can give two shits about you. They want you to be fat. They want you to be unhappy. They want you to be um, in a just a bad state because they'll feed off of the money that you're giving them, and they'll feed off of all that insecurity so they can just keep pulling it out of you. Fuck those people. Anybody that's in fitness that's just like that, fuck you. But yeah, there's a lot more bad than there is good because there's a market for it and there's money for it. So don't get sucked into it. So one that's a human choice is starving yourself. So yes, I did say wait till you're hungry, but when you are hungry, eat. A lot of people will just go way past the threshold, and you'll be hungry and you'll wait 12 hours after that to eat. And what you're doing is horrible for your body because your body's looking for anything to feed off of. So when you run out of fat, it's next is to go to your muscle. So not only are you starving yourself, thinking that you're gonna lose weight and look great, but now you're weakening your muscles, which put a lot of tension and pressure on your joints and ligaments, which also takes away from bone density. So if you're starving yourself and you think that it's just getting the fat, it's not. It's weakening everything else. And that is a horrible misconception about starving, that if people just think, oh, grab the fat and I'll be fine. No. Then you start, when that starts happening, you become low on a lot of fluids in your body. When you start being low on a lot of fluids in your body, it starts playing with your brain. So now you can get caught in depression, or you can get caught in body dysmorphia where you'll never look the way you want to look. So my best advice is, if there's somebody out there doing that, stop doing that. Go see a dietitian, go see a trainer, build your muscle, eat regularly. Like I said, when you are hungry, that's the best time to eat. So don't eat before, but please don't eat way after either and start starving yourself, because that is one of the worst things that you could possibly do. The next one on the ugly side or the bad side of things is crash dieting. I've never been a fan of this, and once again, unless you're getting paid millions of dollars to have to lose weight really fast or gain weight really fast, you should never be crash dieting. That is where you're taking these 4 or 6 days and you're having just a water-based diet and you're flushing everything out of your system, or you're only eating fruit, or you're only eating a certain amount of food. This, once again, like I said, you're messing up your metabolic system and you're messing up your immune system. And when these things get out of whack, they're extremely hard and they take a very long time to get back into sync. Like I said, your brain understands everything at the very moment. Your body is like a 1980s computer where it only runs a certain way, and the second you start fucking with it, it will go all out of whack, and it takes forever for it to get back into whack. That's why a lot of these women, a lot of these bodybuilding women, you'll see they'll go into these competitions, they'll get really fit and look great, but their estrogen levels start to drop and their testosterone levels start to kind of increase. When that does happen, when your estrogen level gets to a certain point and it gets too low, your body goes in this metabolic crash, and it's extremely hard to now either gain the muscle that you just had and you'll balloon up in the weight, or your body frame just starts to change. You'll go from being this slender woman to this big fucking refrigerator because you're playing with your hormones way too much. So with crash dieting, there's a lot of risk and there's a lot of like long-term damage that you can do. So my best advice is stay away from those two when it comes to the bad. When it comes to those crash diets and starving yourself, those will never be good for you. It's all about health, and that's why I say this, the longer term plan, and that's always better than the short term. The short term never gets you what you want. Now let's dive into the ugly. This is my favorite. So like I said, the ugly is the people that want to make money off of you, and it's the fads combined together. So like I said, the Atkins and caveman and keto and all the bullshit. So for me, like I said, I don't want to dive into all of them. They all got different things. So I'll dive into the biggest craze, which is keto. And I've always hated this one because it is a high fat diet. And I don't know this for a fact, but the only two professions that I could think of off the top of my head that have high fat diets are lumberjacks and Eskimos. And what's common with both of them is they get up extremely early, they do intense labor, and it's below freezing wherever they're usually at. Those three things, your body needs a lot of fat. That's why if you look at a lot of the animals that live in the Arctic, they're all blubber and fat because they need that warmth. So I get it if you're a lumberjack or if you're an Eskimo. If you're not either one of those, why the fuck would you risk the potential damage you'll do to your body on keto? High fat contents are not good for your arteries, are not good for your heart. Why would you put yourself at risk to do all that type of stuff just to lose weight fast or just to do all that stuff? Do the hard part. So now let's dive into keto as my ugly example. A lot of people don't realize this, but keto is a diet created by researchers to control epilepsy in children. So it wasn't even something that was supposed to be mainstream. Of course, when once somebody gets wind of it and they realize, oh shit, this is helping children with epilepsy out, and it's reducing their fat and helping their system move. And these are children, so yeah, their blood's gonna be pumping way more than yours is, so their arteries won't get as jammed up. But of course, once somebody finds out how it can actually help somebody in this certain sector, they'll get a hold of it and sell it to the mainstream as this new diet plan. And that's the one thing I don't like is this is created for a specific purpose that a lot of people have no clue about. I didn't know about it until I read about it. That was meant for children that had epilepsy. It was created first for children that had epilepsy, and now it's just being divvied out to everybody. And unless you're going to a dietitian or unless you're going to a doctor that could do the proper check on your body and see where you're at physically, why the fuck would you interject or introduce a high fat diet? That is sounds crazy to me. So if you're somebody that's doing this and you haven't done these steps or you haven't really looked into it, wake the fuck up and find a different way. Like I said, there are healthier alternatives. They just take longer to do. Don't go for these shortcuts anymore. These shortcuts aren't going to help you out. To this day, there's not enough long-term research shown that actually could back up the health benefits and the health non-benefits that keto actually does. There's not enough research. It's new. It's almost like e-cigarettes, where it's like this is a new thing that people just jump on the train on because they'll see somebody lose a whole bunch of weight, or they'll they just need a quick answer or something like that. Slow it down. Let some research develop and kind of do your research yourself. I literally looked all this stuff up and it was bam, all right there on the internet. I know for a fact, me saying this and you listening to this, you probably don't know a lot of these things because I didn't know a lot of these things because I didn't even think about looking it up. But if I knew these things and I was somebody that was thinking about doing keto, this would stop me in my tracks. And it was the first 5 things that I read. And it wasn't even like I looked up keto negatives. I just put keto and these are the things that showed up. So really put some research in and read different articles. Don't just read one and be like, oh, that's true, because you can write whatever you want. Read different ones and then start connecting them together because that's where the real truth and information will be. So just realize there isn't a lot of research on the negative effects that it ends up doing. They do a lot of research on the positive because it's fast, but there's not a lot of research on the negative. So you really need to educate yourself and figure all that type of stuff out. And once again, it's a high fat diet. I hope that sounds crazy to you. A high anything diet is never good. High sugar diet, high protein diet, high carb diet, high fat diet. How the fuck does that not sound insane? High fat diet. I don't give a fuck. If people are like, there's good fats in avocados. Who gives a fuck? Don't make me sitting there eating avocados all day. There's not one thing on this planet that if you do in overabundance is good for you. That I remember a couple years ago, there was a radio show that was going on, and it was to see who can drink the most water in an hour, and it's to win some tickets to like Great America or some shit. And this lady fucking drank so much water she died. Process that, and then think about what keto does. High fat diet. What the fuck is going on? Y'all gotta think. You gotta wake up out there. What the fuck is out there? And just like anything with this, I've seen it. Like I said, there's a couple big bodies that work at my old job. I won't name names, but this guy, Holy shit, was he Mr. Keto King, and he would do it all the time, and he'd ride the bike and he'd shake his little fucking ass like a big old fruit pie, and was selling everybody on it, but wasn't even doing his research. He would do the bare minimum, eat all the bullshit, and then go from there. And then the second he got off of it, big body blew up. And then they had him on Halloween dressed up as Batman. And I was like, wait a minute, did Batman retire? And then his fat cousin took over because motherfucker looked like Fat Man more than he did look like Batman. So don't see something or read just a little bit about something and dive into it. Put more research into it, and don't do keto. Do hard work. There's a new diet out there. It's called hard fucking work, and that's called get your ass out there, do more than you're comfortable doing, eat less than you're comfortable eating, and put some health in your system and do the hard stuff. Don't do the easy stuff anymore. I can't stand the easy stuff. And then Harvard, the school, one of the most prestigious schools in the country, they even went keto restricts food that helps fight cancer and heart disease, like whole grain, legumes, and X amount and proceed, all that type of shit. So this is Harvard, one of the top schools in the country, giving their take on keto, saying that it restricts all these nutrients and all these good things going into your body just to look good, but it can also restrict things that help fight cancer, help fight heart disease. And if it's something that's it's not, you're taking away something that helps fight heart disease, but you're putting in your body high fat, which can clog your arteries, which can affect your heart. Does that not sound crazy? You gotta wake up. You gotta kind of pay attention to what's going on and not just jump on the train. Everybody's so quick to jump on the hype trains, and it's so hard to just kind of move to the beat of your own drum. But get the fuck off the hype trains and stop worrying about what the next person's doing. Tell me what you're gonna do and create your own thing from there. So that was my take on the good, the bad, and the ugly of dieting. So I hope when you listen to these things, you could really dissect even what I'm saying. Don't listen to everything I'm saying. Dissect, do your research, do your homework. And you can either agree with me or disagree with me. There's a lot of people out there that are keto to the max. And like I said, good for you, at least for doing something. But bad for you for not doing your research, and bad for you for trying to take a shortcut. My best advice, like I said, eat what Mother Nature gave you. That makes it extremely easy. Get your ass up and do extra work. If you're used to running a half mile on the treadmill, run fucking 2 miles that day. Burn yourself out. You should every night work so hard that you fall asleep and you knock all the way out. You shouldn't have restless nights. You should be so tired from physically, mentally, and emotionally getting all that energy out that you shouldn't have anything left behind. If you do have stuff left behind, you know, and nobody else knows, but you know. So you should be busting your ass and kind of working through all that type of stuff. Also, like I said, we always got to put the plugs in at the very end. If you are looking for a healthier lifestyle change, I have this new company. It's called Jake Shakes. It is this holistic USDA organic shake mix that I put together. I've been drinking it for 3 years. I haven't had a cough or a cold or a sneeze in 3 years. So far, we've been 3 months strong and had 70 plus orders and a gang of reorders. It's helping people that have rheumatoid arthritis. They're making fists for the first time. It's helping people that have kidney and liver issues get past all that type of stuff. People are losing weight. It's reducing bloating. It's making their immune system stronger. So if you need any of that type of stuff, feel free to reach out to me. It's free delivery and it's free shipping. So there's really nothing that you have to worry about when it comes to all the extra stuff. It's all health. I've put years into tinkering with it and adjusting and figuring it all out. So I think that that would be a good plug. And like I said, I don't do it for the money. I was doing it for 3 years and never thought about selling it one time until it helped one of my boys that had kidney issues, and he bothered me for a whole year to even try to sell it. So once I did decide it, and I noticed it helped and it worked, I just kept going with it. If it didn't work, I would stop. I would never sell people shit that I didn't really believe in. So if you need that, I got you. And also, at the very end, I'm creating this platform to talk about things that people need and also give information and start conversations and have people kind of speak their mind. And I'm also doing this to kind of jump into a new venture in my life. I want to get into more health and lifestyle coaching, where if you're somebody that needs somebody for accountability, where you need to check in with somebody or call somebody, that's what I'm going to start putting out there. I will hold 15-minute free consultations on the phone so we can kind of get know each other, figure it all out from there. But that's my new step. There are too many people out there that aren't giving the right advice, and there's too many people out there that aren't looking out for you. And I want to be somebody that could do that at an affordable price. I feel like with these medical fields, they're charging an arm and a leg, and you never feel whole or you're never put in the right direction. So I want to be able to put somebody in the right direction at an affordable price and also just be there for you. And sometimes people need a warm hug, and sometimes they need a soft kick in the ass. And I think I could provide both. So if you need that, feel free to get a hold of me. Once again, thank you guys very much. This is episode 6. I'm trying to knock out 2 a week, so I'll keep posting them. And give me your feedback. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. If there's topics you want me to talk about, or if there's topics that you feel need to be put in the forefront, throw them out to me. I'm always down to talk about whatever and give my opinion on it. So have a good day. Happy Sunday, everybody. Get the fuck on. Enjoy yourself. Laugh, smile, do all that good shit. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.